Namaste, this is Master Teacher Jason Campbell, ZenBusinessBootcamp.com, and we just went through 3 lessons on the alchemy of success for a spiritual entrepreneur. Let's do a quick review. The first lesson was the concept called teacher space focused outcome. You hold that teacher space, you hold the vibrational frequency of the teacher, and you live this, and you are not a people pleaser. No, you are a teacher. Think of yourself as a master, even if you don't have the patches and the certificates yet. No, behave masterly and masterly in your craft, your spiritual cultivation, and then also, of course, your teaching. So that's you hold the frequency with teacher space, yet at the same time, we have to be very focused. Focused outcome. As an entrepreneur, you have to have clear and measurable goals, and the first of those goals is just financial goals. You have what's your revenue goal for the month, and how are you going to create it? It's very basic. We certainly cover this, that concept in these courses and in the Zen Business University. So we have teacher space and focused outcomes. Second lesson was, what business are you in? And it's not the yoga business, it's not the Qigong business, it's not even the cultivation business. It is the business of recruiting, enrolling, and retaining new members and clients. Okay, remember I said open the front door and lock the back door. Okay, teaching your craft is what gives you the right to recruit and enroll, but from the business viewpoint, no, that's what you have to do. You have to recruit and enroll. And then let's get a little bit more mechanical, a little bit less conceptual. And so now let's get very clear on engineering your business. And when you engineer your business, there are 3 components, and only 3 components. And it is the lead generation, then you have the enrollment, and then you have the product. And here is the little diagram for this. And it's right here. And this is in the Alchemy book. And what does that mean? Lead generation, you got to get the phone to ring. People have to raise their hand, say, I'm interested in what you do. Enrollment, you have to have a clear enrollment system. And this does include asking for money and being so clear on your value and what it is you offer. And even having a clear transformational process and program. You don't want to do the buffet menu where you just let them into your studio. They take whatever class they want, different teachers, different lineages, with no clear linear A to B to C direction. And then of course we have the product. And then when we say, what is the product? Well, ultimately the product is you. And you are it, because this is your cultivation. And this is your spiritual transformation. And you make your spiritual transformation part of the business. And in order to do that, well, you have to take a masterly approach, like a master craftsman, a master teacher approach. And you cannot be the scatterbrain. You cannot have the, hey, look, there's a squirrel method of management. And a lot of times we get studio owners. They come to us, and they, most of the time we take on a new client as a studio member, they come from either inspiration or desperation. Either, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing well, I don't exactly know why I'm doing well, but I really want to take my business and take everything up to the next level. And then the other one is, okay, maybe I'm not doing things so well. Maybe I am adhering to the, hey, look, there's a squirrel management of running this studio. I'm all over the place, I'm not enjoying it, all my juice, all my life force is getting sucked out. I do have to make a change, and that change is either I have to change my behavior, upgrade my behavior, and upgrade my thinking, upgrade my understanding, upgrade my education of how to run this and how to assemble it, or stop it and move on and let that phase end and go on to another place. I mean, we get that. And we also get a lot of instructors that are on the beginning edge of this, and we start you with the How to Open course that you haven't opened yet, and you're in process of doing that. Those are usually the clients that are going to come in and see us. And so, okay, so back to the third lesson in the triangle. Now, when you're going through anything in your business, you have to know, which part am I working on? Am I focused on lead generation? Am I doing something on the enrollment system? Or is it something of the product, which is me? Then yes, it extends to your class schedule and the building, and the walls and the paint and the color. It is part of that product part, but the core and the roots of it are going to be in you. So your next step with us, what is that going to be? Well, if you would like to continue to learn and continue to grow and continue to accelerate your spiritual entrepreneurial education, no matter what phase of this is you're in, if you're in the beginning phase or if you're an old pro, we train the entire gambit, then I would encourage you to apply for the Zen Business University course. There is a phone number is below. You can talk to one of our program directors, get information on the training. They can email you an application, but the ZBU course, it's a Master's Path course. So just the word Master's Path, it means you are on a path of self-mastery, and you must approach it as a path of self-mastery. And it's a one-year program where we go through how to do this, how to assemble this, how to put this together. And it's a combination of the coursework. We have these different programs that we take you through, the 12 keys, and this one, I mentioned this one before. This is the alchemy course. You go through these, and then also you and I meet. We meet every 4 to 6 weeks. You meet with your professor. We take a look at your plan. We do some diagnostics. I certainly give you homework, but then from the diagnostics, we make good decisions together, because that's the reason you have diagnostics, the reason that you track these levels. I teach you all about that in the training, how to track and what numbers are going to be important, what numbers that you have to look at, and why is it that you go through all that trouble of doing that. It's so you can make good decisions. And any sort of stat or number or information that doesn't help you make good decisions is not useful. I like to call that brain candy. It might taste good, it might be fun, but it's actually ultimately going to be useless. And so we spend 1 year together, and we go through this path. And at the end of the year, you have your foundation. You have your spiritual entrepreneurialism foundation. In addition to this, we put you into the website as well. I do live calls. I take questions as well. I do that all throughout the week. I'm answering questions in between the time that I meet with our students. And then we have the weekly teaching as well that you are going to go through. So the phone number is below. You can call and get more information. Hey, I had a blast teaching this and recording this and going through this process with you. So this is Master Teacher Jason Campbell, ZenBusinessBootcamp.com. Wishing you peace, blessings, and abundance. Namaste.